Warning, this part gets a little spicy. Go, please, we mustn't. You moaned as said male continued to kiss the nip of your shoulder before maneuvering himself until he was on top of you, straddling you. Your eyes drifted down to the tan skin of his chest and abs, down each line that you wanted to lick, bite, kiss, and adore. Down and down under your gaze lays on a soft patch of blonde hair at the base of his manhood. I'm just gonna say that. He's hard, thick, and linking. He gulped. Go, please, we can't do this. Not until we're... Hush. He kisses you before leaning down to nuzzle his face in the crook of your neck. You shiver when his warm tongue gives a tantalizing lick against your skin. You can't help but let out a soft moan as he did so. I can't wait anymore, my love, he said, his words low and husky. I need you, he whispers before lifting up the hem of your nightgown and spreading your legs. Even though you know it was wrong, you don't do anything to or try to stop him. You'd admit your body craved this too. You gasped when he pressed himself against you, his manhood sliding against the slit of your womanhood and nudging your sensitive. I'm not saying that word. I love you so much, my snowflower. You're so beautiful. You moan as he slightly grinds his hips against you, lifting you, letting you feel his size and length. Gojo, this feels so wrong. He ignores you as he lifts you up by the hips. So your wet opening lines up with his, you know. You intently hold onto his shoulders as he moves your body back and forth, the tip nudging against your hole without penetrating. He's teasing you, as if wanting you to beg for it. Luscious red and golden eyes stared heatingly into your eyed-colored ones as Gojo continued to rub himself against you. You could feel your self-control slip away as carnal instincts take us over. Go, please. He smiles and kisses you, his lips forcefully yet soft and hot against yours as he starts to grind into you. You grind back as well, causing him to let out a deep groan as you both rocked against each other. His fiery mane and red and gold eyes were wild, making him appear as some sort of beast. Something deep and feral snapped inside as his hands gripped your hips hard and gently lowered you down. You're mine to claim and mine to breed, Gojo growled. Breed? Oh yes, you wanted him to ruin you. Bathe your insides with the warmth of his seat. You wanted to bear his kin and mutter his children, just as you felt him enter. Wake up, Yin-chan! You were suddenly snapped awake out of your dreams as Gojo was startled. Your mind was a bit fuzzy as you blinked and glanced to see a pair of honey brown eyes staring back at you. What? I said rise and shine, Otsu says. Listen, I need you to run down to the village and get me some white leaves and tiger roots from the market, she added. You glared at her intensely before rubbing your eyes as you fully woke. Okay, you hummed before looking up and around your room. You were in the guest bedroom as memories of last night came back to you. You stayed with and slept with Kojo last night. You looked to the side, and you saw that he was gone. Where's Ko? You asked Obi-chan. I'd sent him to go out and get some firewood. He got up early this morning, so he didn't want to disturb you. She exclaims. You groaned before taking the pillow and burying your face in it as you huffed in frustration. Sexual frustration, that is. It'll all been the dream as you awkwardly cursed the old woman for waking you. Damn it, Obi-chan. Just when your dream was getting good. The journey to the village had been unforgiving. The pricks and pent-up sexual frustration still gripped you like a vine. Your mind was still recalling the dream you had about Kojo. It all felt too real to be a dream, and the more you kept thinking about it, the more your body tingled in unwanted sexual feelings. Apparently, you were experiencing the effects of the so-called pink stomach, the female equivalent of something called blue balls. Your walk would have been so much easier if you traveled by horse or carriage, since you felt like trash. Perhaps agreeing to sleep with Kojo was a mistake, because now you were gradually beginning to grow impatient with this whole trial thing. Many more of his kisses, gentle caresses, and sappy nicknames. You might not make it till you're wed. Maybe you just should skip the trials and get straight to it. You're so ecstatic to be Kojo's soon-to-be wife that you may as well do like a bird and rise your tail feathers and beg to be fucked you senseless. But you didn't want to rush things. Granted, Kojo did seem to have an insulated lust towards you, but there's no doubt he wanted your relationship to be simple and clean, and you refused to let the two of you become sex-craved monsters, though that didn't necessarily sound like a bad idea. Regardless, Kojo is a good man, with the looks and charisma to back it up. Maybe it's you, the insoluble one. It's likely due to all the pent-up frustration from being alone, and now that God has given you the perfect man, you've become something akin to a productionist woman. Sincerely, were you that desperate? You growled. Pull yourself together, idiot. It was just a stupid dream. Well, it is said that having wet dreams is a sign of desperation. Nonetheless, this is what I get for letting Ko tease me all the time. I swear, he's doing it on purpose just to tick me off. You said to no one but yourself. By the time you'd left the village and reached the cobblestone path with the red torii gate, the sky had turned gray and begun to snow again. There's a reason why it's called Snow Mountain. It snows more here on Yokoyama than it does Hokiatama. At least during the summer there's sunshine, and in the spring the snow melts. Snap! You immediately stopped quickly and glanced in the direction where the sound came from. What was that? You immediately thought, your eyes scanning the area for something. There was nothing but wilderness and snow. Snap! Oh, that sounded like it came from your right as you looked, but you didn't see anything. You figured it was just a wild animal or odd branch that had fallen from a tree, as you hesitantly carried on your merry way. But before you could pass under the torii gate, you spotted something on a nearby tree. Stepping closer to get a closer look, you noticed it was a ofuda talisman nailed to the bark of its trunk. A wisteria one, in fact. You remember Otsu placing these all over the village in order to ward off demons. However, upon closer inspection, you noticed that the paper had been ripped, and the tree had claw marks. A bear would have done it. Suddenly, the idea of it being a demon crossed your mind as you felt a chill run down your spine. Now, you spook in yourself. Calm down. There's no reason to get all paranoid. It's just over-exaggerating imagination playing tricks on you. You awkwardly thought to yourself. Granted, there hasn't been a demon in Kasaha since Kojiro came and killed the first one. You decided not to think about it and just hurried home. However, as you turned to leave, a grunt escaped you upon colliding with a strong body of someone. Sorry. You quickly apologized, glancing up to see an unfamiliar face. It's quite all right, miss, the stranger replied kindly, with a smile. Did I give the man an Aussie voice? Whoa. Okay, but anyways, there's way more spicy to come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in like 10 chapters. And also, someone noticed that one of the hashtags for this story is pregnancy. There may or may not be a little Kojiro running around.